Hello, you gorgeous people. This is Bums and Tums. Terrible words, aren't they? But it does what it says on the tin. So we've got a section of bums, section of tums, section of bums, section of tums. That's it. We're going to get straight on with it. Aren't we, Aaron?
Yep.
Make sure you've warmed up, got your water, because you're going to need it. You don't need any weights. You just need a load of gumption and a sense of humour.
The first two exercises are going to be squats and squat jumps. We're going to do these back to back, and the time's going to increase. So normal squats, you're then going to hit 10 squat jumps. So we're going to count reps, 25 and 10, 30 and 15. It will be about a minute and a half, 2 minutes of pretty much non-stop work. So starting nice and strong, get your focus on it.
So 20 seconds of squats, followed by 10 squat jumps, straight back into squats, straight back into squat jumps, straight back into squats, straight back into squat jumps. Just explaining in case there was any doubt.
Non-stop.
No rest.
Less squat. So 25 seconds. 20? Starting too early.
Yes.
Down
20,
through your heels,
20
up through your heels. So when we come to the squat jumps, you keep exactly the same technique in your squat. Nothing changes. All you're doing is you're being explosive up instead of just standing up. And we're going to count the reps. Annie will count the reps. We'll let you know. You can either count your 10 or just follow us.
Stay with
Let's
me.
go. Now let's jump. So we're doing 10 reps. So we're at 4. You can count your own 10, or you can just follow Annie. Just try and stay with her tempo and her pace.
10.
25 second squats. Straight back into them. Well done. Good. Try and slow the tempo because it's 25 seconds. So you want to go from that explosive work into nice, controlled.
Squeeze your glutes. Notice I'm wringing my hands like this, out of sheer worry.
Nice and tall on the top, so we get that full range. So we're going to do 10 squat jumps again. They're going to be in 5 seconds. So get focused and jump again. Let's go. So it's still 10.
Come on!
We're still doing 10 jumps. We're at 6 here. Try and finish your 10. Try and
9,
finish your
10.
Good. Straight back in now to your 30 seconds. So 10 squat jumps is about 10, possibly 12 seconds at the most. You do want to try and be explosive. So this time it's 30 seconds, and then we're going to do 15. 15 jumps. Slow the tempo.
I blocked that out. Did you block that out? Yes.
Bring that heart rate down. Down through your heels. Don't round your back. Don't roll your shoulders over. Keep your head up. Keep your chest up, pointing forward. Exactly the same technique with the jumps. And we're going to go with those now. 15 of them. Let's do it. So we're doing 15 jumps here. Land light, dry. You've got to land light.
6.
Make sure you get that body off the floor if you're jumping. We're nearly at 10 already.
10.
Finish with the last 5. Last couple of reps. Last couple of jumps. And rest. Superb. Well done. Brilliant.
On the floor.
Breathe. That's the first little bit done. So to have a little listen, we're going to be doing a core pyramid. So we're always going to start with a crunch and we're always going to end with a plank. In between, we're just going to be adding some few little exercises in. So the first one is a 20-second crunch. So just a normal, straight, very simple. Suck your abs in, shoulder blades up, feet on the floor. You're then going to roll over and hold a 30-second plank.
Like that. All that, all that. It's up to you.
So get into the crunch position, feet flat on the floor. Do the first set of your feet on the floor. We can start to pick it up. We can show you ways to make things tougher if we need to.
Drive your ribs.
As we go. Let's crunch. So the crunch is over 20 seconds. The plank is always 30. So the actual moving part of this little set is going to be 20 seconds. The plank is 30.
Try not to use your elbows like that. Try and keep them always at 10 to 2 on the clock.
And plank. So roll over to your plank position and hold there. So with the plank, you want to try and be a little bit higher on your toes. So you don't want to drop your heels to the floor like you're doing a calf stretch. You want your back to be nice and straight and your glutes tight. So try not to let your knees sag. Straighten those legs up by tensing your quads. Really tighten your glutes. Once you can't hold the plank anymore, don't just collapse and give up. Drop down to one knee or drop down to 2 knees. Don't just completely fail and fall on the floor and lay on there waiting for us. Try and hold it for as long as you can and build up this plank strength. Good, just rest. So this time we're going to do a crunch and then a tuck crunch. So this is a tuck crunch. So legs straight, bringing your knees in to your chest and then straightening them out. If you can do them with your feet off the floor, that's fine.
Or you can do a single leg like that.
But normal crunches first. Let's go now. So normal crunches, like I did at the beginning. Suck that belly button in, so your stomach comes down, so your lower back is flat on the floor and you're collapsing your rib cage down towards your pockets. And like Annie said, don't use your arms, don't throw yourself up. You're lifting your chest by using your abs. Straighten your legs out in front of you, and now carry on with the upper body movement. So the upper body movement doesn't change. That crunch part is exactly the same. All we're doing is adding in some lower body.
You see, I'm keeping my feet off the floor just to give my lower abs a bit more of a workout, but it's tough.
If you're feeling your lower back, put your feet on the floor. And plank, let's roll over again into that plank position. Hold it there. So always 20-second crunches, always 30 seconds plank. So you're going to end up doing 4 sets of 30-second plank, which is good. If you're very, very strong in your plank, if your core is strong, there is ways you can make it tougher. You can release one leg. So you can take one foot slightly off the floor. What it does there, it just creates a little imbalance. So your body has to straighten itself up. Alternating the legs if you need to. And rest, a couple of seconds rest. So after the tuck crunch, this time we're going to add in a bicycle crunch. So your legs, so if you were doing the single leg tuck, this time your legs are crossing over. So they're switching over in the air and you're rotating your chest. You're not just flapping your elbows and staying still, there's a big twist in the upper body. Number crunches first. Let's crunch.
So think about technique here.
Breathe in at the bottom, suck your belly button in, breathe out. You're not trying to do 1,000 reps. Okay? We've only got 20 seconds of these. Doing 40 bad ones is worse than doing 15 good ones. So do 15 or however many you do, good solid reps. Legs straight, carry on with the upper body movement, just bring those legs in. The upper body movement doesn't change. Keep that exactly the same. If you have to put your feet on the floor, if you feel anything in your lower back, that's fine. You can just rest there for a second and then pull them in. So you're squeezing them in.
Single leg if you prefer.
And bicycle crunch. So this time, you're twisting your upper body. So where you've just done the first 2 exercises that were crunching up and down, this time we're getting a rotation in and we're pushing one leg away towards the floor. So your heel is 1 inch or 1 millimeter from the floor. Shoulder blades are coming off, lower back, staying flat on the floor. Plank. Good work, guys. This is really good. Hold that there. So one more exercise after this. Try and be strong with these planks. Keep those legs up, keep those quads nice and tight. Back, nice and straight. We're not trying to let our hips sag down. So if I put pressure on here and his back's nice and strong, there's no arch in her lower back. A couple more seconds here, another 10 seconds. And rest. One more set.
One more layer now.
So crunches, tuck crunch, bicycle crunch, and a heel touch. This is a heel touch, so you're crunching up, and then you're reaching round towards that heel. If you can slap the side of your foot, you need to move your feet away from you, they're too tight. You might just graze your heel, that's fine. You don't want to be able to hit the side of your foot. Normal crunches first. Breathe in. Let's crunch.
Sorry, what am I doing? Feet on the floor. Up, feet up.
Feet flat.
Sorry. Go mad, go mad.
You're keeping the feet down. You can take your feet off if you want to make it harder, but we're going to take our feet off with the tucks and the bicycles. So focus on the upper body work first, the actual crunch with the upper body. Don't worry about the legs just yet. Now we can straighten our legs. Keep going with the upper body. It's the same movement, the same breathing pattern. Don't change that. It's important. If your breathing starts going all wrong, just reset and start again. Trying to breathe out when you're bringing your chest off the floor, sucking that belly button in, squeezing those legs nice and tight. From here we're going to go straight into a bicycle crunch. Now let's do it. So now we're rotating at the top. If this gets too much again on your lower body, put your feet down if you need to.
Ouch!
Come on, twist and rotate. Rotate at the top, don't roll over on the floor or mat. You're just twisting your chest. Couple more seconds and heel touch. Feet flat. Just reaching around, touching each heel. So just graze in the back of the heel. If you can hit the side of your foot Your feet are too close together. Feet, knees, shoulders, all in a straight line. Don't have your feet too wide. 20 seconds here, then we're going to go into our last plank. And plank position. Let's hold the plank. Remember, if you're strong in your planks, you're going to make it a little bit tougher, 1 foot off, or you can release one hand. You can just forward tap with your hand as well. Just adds a little extra dimension to the plank.
But you need to keep your glutes squeezed not to lift your hips.
Don't cheat. Stay strong. You can be super strong and do 1 foot and 1 hand. Couple more seconds. Come on, can you do the last couple of seconds on the planks? If you can't do any of these and you're on your knees, that's fine, we don't care. As long as it's your toughest version. And rest. Nice. Good, just give us out a little bit of a stretch. Just a little lean back, just open the body up, bring those arms, just stretch them out a little bit. Feel the lower back's a little bit tight. And we're going to go back into our lower body.
Okay, back to our bottoms now.
So a reverse 2-point lunge. Let's have a little look at this.
So this is a normal reverse lunge. Straight back. We're going to go out there, then tap it into there.
And then drive up.
Oh, then drive up.
Then drive up.
Okay, and then back. So let me do that again.
35 seconds on one leg, so up and then out to the side. Okay? So 35 seconds of each leg, and then we're going to go down into a, say like a half squat position, a sumo, and you're just going to squeeze those knees out for about 10 reps, and they're going to increase each set. So reverse 2-point lunge first. Let's go 35 seconds. So you've got to make the first one stepping away slightly. So when you bring it in, as your heel comes in, you'll find your abdominals have to fire up. What you don't want to do is go across the line of your other leg. That's why it has to go out to the side. Just that little movement there. So you're releasing that foot from the floor after you step wide. It's almost like a half lunge. You're not coming all the way up.
Yeah.
It's a little movement, and your base leg, it's that glute you should be feeling it in.
And here a
The
bit.
static leg. So you feel it in your quads. And we're going to straight switch legs now. So other leg goes out to the opposite side, into the midline, and then drive. So it's your base leg that pretty much is doing all the work, not the one that's going backwards. It's more your base leg. If you massively struggle for balance, you might want to just find a little chair or something just to balance on. Don't hold it or push off it. It's just for balance. So fingers, or get a partner or a child just to hold your hand. But you will start to wobble, it's not a problem. Couple more seconds and we go into those 10 external glute pushes.
Sweat's pouring off me.
So all the way down, get that position first. Hold down at the bottom, hold, internally rotate and then squeeze out. Let's go. 1, 2,
10 reps.
3, 4, make sure you hold. 6, don't rush. 7, stay without tempo. 9 and 10. Good, come out of it. Shake them off for a second.
Little drink, I think.
This time we're going to do those reverse lunges and then 15 glute. What you don't want to do is when you're in the position, go 1, 2, 3, 4. You want to squeeze and release, squeeze and release. Make a connection with your bum. Reverse 2-point. Go again.
Come on, you
Out to the
gorgeous
side,
people.
into the middle, drive up. So the base leg is doing all the work. That's one that's not moving, and you're also going through this heel. So you should almost be able to wiggle your toes or pull your toes up. You're pulling yourself forward through the heel. You're not rolling through the knee. You're pulling up through the heel, and it's the glute that's doing all the work. Don't lean back when you do these. Some people as well, because their leg is going back, because they lean back, puts too much pressure on the hip flexor, and you can't get as low. Switch legs. Out to the side, into the midline.
Make sure the knee's going quite low so you get
Right
the use of the glute.
You should be able to get that range. If you've got enough range, make sure you use it. Don't do half reps if you can go all the way down. Back into the middle, driving up. And your knee drive is fine.
Come on!
A nice little tap and then squeeze
How long?
through that glute. You've got another 10 seconds still.
Oh,
And then we're hitting
that's
that
not
15 rep glute push. We're not going to rush. You're going to go with our tempo on those, okay? You're going to go on our call. Get one more rep, one more rep, one more rep.
he always squeezes another one out, doesn't he?
Good. So nice and low. Make sure you get low first. Don't do them up here, okay? Get low. Down and squeeze. 1, 2, hold it. 3, hold it. 4, 5, stay with our reps. 6, 7, this is the tempo. 8, don't rush. 9, squeeze. 10, squeeze. 11, hold it out. 12, don't bring it in straight away. 13, 14, don't release. 15, hold.
No.
Hold.
That's
hold,
so mean.
hold. Rest.
We're
Good.
going over here for a soul, can't we?
One more set. So still with those reverse 2 points, and then we're going to have 20 glute pushes. We're going to have about a 10-second hold at the end. So get ready. 35, 35. Last set of these, and then we've got a little bit more abs to do. Let's go now. Wide, middle, and drive up. If you find that you don't, when you're stepping down here, that the quad that's going backwards is really stretched quite high up, you might be leaning back a bit too much. So you can lean into it still without rounding your back. So we're here, not here. Okay? Don't forget the little tap. So you do have to release that back foot from the floor to bring it across and then drive up.
Come on, give me the time, Aaron. Give it to us.
One more rep. And switch. The last little bit for these lunges. These have been good.
Come on, people, stay with me.
You will find that your quads get a little bit tired as well, that's fine. Nothing wrong with that.
Little bit tired. What's that about?
If you're doing some lunges, you are hitting the glutes, but you've got other muscles as well that are involved.
Oh.
Other muscles do get tired. Calves, quads, glutes. You might even find a little bit of hamstrings. It's all coming into play, which is good. It's fine. It's nice work. Get one more rep. And down into ours. So get those feet into the right position, low as we can.
How many?
Force those knees out, 20. So go on our core. Hold and let's go. 1, 2. So force those knees out. 4, 5, squeeze. 6, 7. Really force them out. 9, 10. Force those knees out. 11. That's part of the glute job is to force those knees out. We're 14.
15. 5 to go.
And then we're going to hold.
No, we're not.
17, yes, we are. 18, 19, wide. Get the knees up.
Oh, how long?
Get the knees up. Get the knees up.
How long?
Within 10 seconds. Hold them up. Get those knees up.
That's a
Force them up.
surprise.
Don't let them collapse in.
Get out,
Don't
get
let
out.
them collapse in. Don't let them collapse in. Rest.
Ah!
Good. Shake them off.
Duck it over.
Shake those legs off. This is good work. There's no crazy cardio in here. Ab work now. So straight leg crunch, which is toes up.
Oh, sorry, we can't lift our legs, can we?
We're going to start to feel a little bit heavy. So we're going to crunch from here. We're then going to do a single leg drop. So we're just dropping down, bring it up. So they're meeting at the top, saying hello, and then one of them's running away. You can do a double leg drop if you want to make it a little bit tougher. Okay. You're then going to come up into a V-sit. And the V-sit is going to be your isometric hold, a bit like the plank, but we're going to hold it here. That time is going to go 10, 20 and 25 seconds, and then an oblique reach, which is down and a little
At which point we'll be very pleased to put our feet on the floor.
just coming across. So it's 25 seconds of the moving work, 15, 20, 25 of the V-sit. This isn't a pyramid this time, this is just straight through. So 1, 2, 3 and 4.
Frankly, we don't like the sound of it, do we?
And we'll do 3 sets. So toes up to the ceiling. For your straight leg crunch.
Come on then.
What you don't want to do here, just have a quick look, is you don't want your feet to be too far up. Because what it does, it shortens the range, but also it releases your lower back. Okay, so bring them slightly away, so your back is nice and flat on the floor. You'll find that your lower abs then go ping, and it starts to hurt. Let's crunch. And
I'm not sure we want any ping, do we?
That's what we want. We want those lower abs to fire, to stop.
I wonder if everybody out there is being
Stop the legs
gorgeous as
coming
me. Sweaty hair.
You will find that your feet want to start creeping towards your head. Because they want to shorten the range, want to make it a little bit easier for yourself. But all you're going to be doing is putting too much pressure on your lower back. So keep them slightly released from your hip. Couple more seconds here, and then we have a single leg drop. Let's go with those now. So one leg down, up. So straight into it. So no pauses or breaks.
You can put your hands
25
here.
seconds.
Oh, sorry.
Sitting, what Annie's done there is by sitting on her hands, it just keeps your back a little bit flatter, so it takes a little bit of pressure off your lower back. If your core is really strong, you should be able to do these without, but you can if you find it a little bit easier. You can also do a double leg drop, which is both legs down, only if you're strong enough in your core and your back, please. Don't do this if you have any back issues at all. And up into your V-sit. So pop up and hold.
Oh.
So you've got to hold here, and it's back again.
How long?
We're doing 15 seconds. Both feet off the floor. And I like to say if you can balance something on your shins. Couple more seconds. What you don't want to do is fall backwards, so you're going to be nice and tight. Oblique reach.
Oh.
Feet flat. Oblique reaches. The obliques part is the muscles that are on the side of your body. They sit around, just below your rib cage, and you want to reach across your body. So the oblique part is the twisting of your body, just to reach across to the outside of your other knee. Doesn't matter how much range you have there, you don't have to go all the way up, you just need to make sure that you're reaching across your body. And rest. A couple of seconds rest there.
Stretch your legs out.
So there's 3 sets of those, with the V-sit increasing in time each set.
That's really horrible the way that increases, Aaron, I have to say.
Toes up.
Putting my serious hat on there.
Toes nice and straight. So get yourself in position, release those feet slightly from your hips. So Annie's line of her hip is here. See how her feet are slightly missing it, and crunch. That's where you want to be. So now our back is nice and flat on the floor. If this gets too much, and it starts to get a little bit too tough, you can just bend your knees. If you bend your knees, you'll find it becomes a little bit easier. You're still hitting the same muscles. Breathe in at the bottom. Get those shoulder blades all the way down. You can pause at the bottom for a second, and single leg drop.
So I'm going to do a single and a single and a double. Good if you keep your feet flexed, which means pushing your heel up and your toe down.
Nice straight legs. Don't rush the reps. You want to control the tempo. Anyone can just drop their feet to the floor. You want to be able to control them down and squeeze them up.
It's really using the lower abs.
A few more seconds and V-sit. So now you've got a 20-second V-sit.
Okay, so I'm holding onto my legs. That releases them, okay? It doesn't hurt so much. I've got to let go and I'll get across.
Does make it a little bit easier if you hold onto your legs.
Yeah, so it's easier. That's hard.
If you want to make it even harder, and Annie will love this one, put your arms up in the air. Hold that there.
I don't think I do love it.
Stay that there, hold that there, and oblique reach, roll back.
Oh!
It's surprising how much harder that is by putting your arms up in the air. Breathe in, reaching across, breathe in, reaching across, good. So we've got one more set after this, which will be 25 on the V-sit. Focus on your work now. Get those shoulder blades up. Don't just wave your arm towards your legs. Okay, you want to be lifting that chest off the floor, but squeeze your stomach in and pulling down towards your hips. Just rest.
Last thing, and the workout's finished. Woohoo!
Last little bit. So one more set. Straight leg crunch. Toes up. Knees bent if you need to.
Yes, I haven't
If it gets a little bit easier, you can just bend it. If you're strong in your core and you feel okay, don't do it if you don't need to. Let's crunch. Like with a lot of stuff, you want to get your setup right first. Don't rush into the reps and it all fall apart. Control the breathing. Gonna do another 10 seconds here. Then we've got that single leg drop where Annie did single, double. You can do that. You can mix it up. It's up to you really. If you're still doing the same movement, just focus on that technique.
This is tough now.
Single leg drop.
Okay.
So single leg all the way down. So Annie's doing single, double. You can do that if you like. You can just stay with your singles.
If you want to make the singles easier, you can bend your knees and just do that.
Just tap the floor with your heel. If you're super strong, you might want to be just doing doubles the whole time at this stage if you want. But singles, perfectly fine. 5 more seconds, then we're going to come up into our V-sit, which we're going to make a little bit tough again. So up into your V-sit. So up, hold. So fingers, I want them straight this time, and we're going to go up and down with our hands. So hold that, that's it. So we're doing that, we're going to do this for 25 seconds. For the last 10, we're going to hold our hands nice and Control those fingers. Keep those arms
Put
locked
down
out.
if your hip flexors are killing you.
Nice and
Don't
straight.
move your back position.
Now hold your arms up. Come on, right up. Straighten that body out. Come on,
I'm
straighten
shaking.
that body out. 5 more seconds. Breathe. Be strong with it. Be strong with it. Be strong with it. Oblique reach.
Oh.
Roll back. Oblique reach to finish off. Those have been nice. Nice exercise. You've got a lot of work on your lower body. A little bit of explosive stuff at the beginning, but mostly it's just been all about strength. And you've had a great core work.
Yes.
The core isn't just your abs, it's all the way round. So you have to work it all.
That's great.
5 more seconds. And rest. Brilliant work, well done.
Fantastic, everybody. That is a perfect little glutes and abs workout. Well done. If you did that 2 or 3 times a week, be humming. Super strong. Well done. Thank you very much. Don't forget to stretch and cool down. Thank you so much, Aaron. See you again soon.